Hey Gemini, what's up gang? Hope everybody is well. We're gonna go ahead and look into what are the signs trying to tell you, okay? So if that's something that interests you, stick around. Gemini, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box. That's going to have all the information that you would need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you have vibe, your tribe, so go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Gemini, if you're returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I do hope that you're doing what's best for you, boo. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Gemini, thank you for all the good vibes. It really does mean the world, okay? All right, guys, so let's go ahead and just hop right into this. We have the turtle for your intuitive message. We just got the turtle quite recently, so there is some slow but steady progress that's being made. And it's really funny that this jug came out, lighthearted, carefree time. It says dating and social settings, and it says, okay, just one more drink. I feel like the signs are encouraging you to lighten up a little bit, loosen up a little bit, enjoy the process more, or enjoy your life a little bit more. Make more time for fun, make more time for play. Whatever you're focused on, it's growing, it's progressing, it's going to get there. Or maybe if you've been going through a lot of stress and you've been feeling like, it's one thing after another, maybe you need to pull back and just enjoy the moment a little bit more. There is something with this jug that's coming through saying that, okay? I just wanted to mention that. But yeah, the turtle is letting me know that maybe, you're coming out of your shell, you're starting to move forward a little bit. And this progression here has been slow. The turtle is not a fast energy, but it is rewarding, right? And it's worth it. It's like you've really shown some kind of steadfast dedication when it comes to something. So the signs are telling you that you are seeing progress, or you're going to start seeing progress, right? Okay, so let's get into this. The signs. We have the ink pot. It says problems to be resolved, easy fix, don't cry over spilt milk, let go of stress, and then accidents are teaching moments, okay? You could be getting a lot of signs from an older woman, okay? And maybe this is an ancestor or a relative or something like that, but this older woman who's guiding you, they want you to know that these problems that you have are easily fixed, easily resolved. You could be also dealing with an older woman, or you could be an older woman, so take this as it resonates. But it does feel like whatever this is that you've been dealing with, the signs are telling you not to get too stressed about it, not to worry too much about whatever this situation is. If there's been an accident, it's teaching moments, right? It's like, don't cry over spilt milk. You spill milk, you're not going to sit there and cry for an hour about it. Although if you're stressed out, it could be like that was the straw that broke the camel's back, right? It's not the spilt milk, it's everything that's going on around you, and the spilt milk is just another mess that you have to clean up. So that's why they're saying to let go of stress and to try to maybe relax a little bit, pull back a little bit, enjoy your life a little bit more, live in the moment a little bit more, because these little things that happen on the daily could be compounded, and it can make like a mountain out of a molehill, basically, okay? So if you've been feeling that, like you're a little touchy, and it's like, you walk past the doorknob and your sweater gets stuck in the doorknob and then you fight in the door. Yes, girl/boy, it is time to pull back. It's time to relax a little bit. And that could be what the signs are saying. Signs are also saying that whatever problem you're going through right now, this is easily fixable. This is not something devastating. This is not, I'm not saying there's not things like that going on, but what they're talking about is not something devastating. It's not like, something that's just astronomical and your whole life has to be shifted around to fix this. This is like a flat tire, right? This is like, your dryer heating element going out, or your toilet making a weird noise and you got to call a plumber. But it's easily fixed. So there's no need to waste all of that energy putting into stress and worry and anxiety, because this will be resolved so quickly. You'll kind of feel a little bit foolish, or you'll deplete yourself because you worried about it so much. Okay, so there's something there with that. Also, I feel like your guides, whoever is sending these messages, they want you to know that accidents are teaching moments. Okay, anything that's happening here right now can teach you something if you allow it to. Okay, and I know that sounds like a consolation prize, but if you're going to go through the stress and the bull crap anyways, well, we might as well learn something, right? We might as well look at something in a little bit more of a positive way and try to see it in a brighter way, because you're going to go through it whether you're mad about it or not, okay? That's that kind of energy here. So when you can't do anything about a situation, or it just is what it is, it's like turning it into a teaching moment gives it value. It makes it to where it's like, okay, well, If you're crazy like me, you'll start to think, well, I'm kind of happy I went through that because it actually taught me something, you know? So there's something with that. But basically what they want you to know is like something that's stressing you out right now, a problem that you have right now, it's easily resolved, it will be fixed, and there's no need to cry over spilt milk. What else do we have here for what the signs are telling Gemini gang? What are the signs telling them? What are the signs telling Gemini gang, please? Whoa, we have the cup that came out. You should accept valid criticism, shadow work, the raw truth, and someone tells it like it is. So this could be a couple things. This could be you telling it like it is, and the signs are telling you to continue to do that. Be authentic in your voice, right? If you're not like being super duper rude and like insulting people, okay, then you're giving valid criticism. It's like, you know, being criticized is a part of life. Being critiqued is a part of life, especially when you do something like me and you put yourself out here to the masses. You know, like people are going to give their opinion. People are going to have something to say. That's just the way it is, right? It's when the line is crossed between criticism and insults. That's when it's like, it's a problem, right? But as long as you're not doing that, Gemini, as long as you're not insulting people, and going, oh, your breath stank, maybe you need to brush your teeth, right? And instead just being like, you know, I don't know, like, oh, I had an experience at the dentist, and like putting that thought into their mind. I don't know, guys, however you would solve that situation, right? There's something here where it's like, it's how you say things sometimes that really matters and really hits. But the signs could also be telling you that if you've been hit with some kind of raw truth recently, if you've been hit with something where somebody did tell it like it is and it wasn't an insult, it was a valid criticism, that could be something that maybe you need to look at. Maybe there's some shadow work that needs to be done there. Okay. But I'm kind of more getting the energy of your guides coming through with signs trying to tell you that, yes, you should be honest. Yes, you should tell it like it is. Yes, you should be authentic and let your voice be heard. They're showing me the canary in my mind's eye. So, you know, that saying, sing like a canary, that's coming through. Plus canaries were kept in the mines back in the day. So if there was like a gas leak or something was happening, the canaries would fly out and it would let the miners know that they need to leave too. So there could be something where your voice could help people, you know, telling the truth could save somebody. Like, you know, let's just say, for instance, you see your nephew or your niece and they're all strung out over some dude or some girl that is like clearly an asshole, like not a good person. Don't sit there and be like, well, I'm happy if you're happy. Clearly they're not happy. You know, if they come to you for advice, if they're asking for your guidance, tell it like it is. You don't got to be rude. Again, you don't have to talk crap about that person. You just got to be like, look, I don't like the way they treat you and I don't like how your reactions are. How are you feeling right now? You should be, you know, feeling good about yourself when you're with somebody, right? So there's something here where it's like your voice is important, and that's what the signs are telling you, to continue to tell it like it is. Don't stifle yourself because you're afraid how people might take it. Okay, and again, I feel like I have to really specify because I know I'm talking to Geminis and we have a nasty mouth when we want to. I am very aware of that, okay? We can really cut people down with our words, but why do that when you can build people up instead, right? Criticism is fine. Criticism is healthy because nobody on this planet is perfect. That is for damn sure. But there's a difference between criticism and insulting, okay? All right, what else do we have here? What else do we have here for what the signs are telling Gemini gang? What are the signs telling them? We have the bird flying in from a distance. Okay, it says someone wants to reach out to you, signs in a text, information is coming to light, news is on the way, and check your spam folder. So what I'm getting here, for some of you, maybe the signs are telling you you need to check your spam folder or you need to go into an old email or something. That could be for some of you guys, or an old social media account. There could be a message that's important that's there, but that's not for everybody. I kind of feel like what the signs are telling you, Gemini, is that you're going to be given some kind of very valuable information in regards to something soon. There could be a message coming through. The signs could be telling you that somebody wants to reach out to you, and we will look at that and see what that's saying when we look into tarot, right? But it does feel like information is coming out and there is news on the way. There's a message that's on the way. Maybe it hasn't been sent yet. Maybe it's still in draft, or maybe it's still going through the system. But whatever this is, it's like the signs are telling you that there is a message that's coming in. We have the grapes on the bottom of the deck. Time to go out and have some fun. Yeah, so if you've been stressing and worrying about, you know, when this message is going to come in, right? Maybe you're waiting for like paperwork or results or, you know, an approval or a denial. Like maybe you're waiting for something. You're like, when? Spirit saying it's coming. It's going to come. Okay. You just need to enjoy your life or focus on other things while this happens, right? Because you focusing on this is not going to make this happen any faster. Okay. So yeah, that I'm getting that. I'm getting a couple messages. We're going to see what this is talking about, because this could be talking about anything, but it does feel like there's something there with that. Like you've been getting signs that somebody wants to reach out, or that you will get a message. Okay. Okie dokie. We have the Tower. Solid foundation and success with effort, building a business, construction worker or engineer. And then it says penthouse, standing tall. So the signs are telling you that your tower is being built up properly, right? Because this is a good tower. This isn't the tower like from the tarot, okay? This is a positive tower. So yes, you know, there is something that's going to be built. It is being built up properly, and it's going to continue to be built up properly. Okay. Like you are creating a very solid foundation with whatever this is, right? All of the efforts that you're putting in here are going to pay off. And some of you who are working on building a business, building a brand, okay, increasing revenue, getting better numbers, more clients, right? There's something here where your tower is solid. I feel like your ancestors, that is kind of, because I feel like there's a lot of stress and there's a lot of worry over like, am I doing the right thing? Is this going to work out? How is this going to look in 10, 15 years? Where am I? You know, there's a lot of that. And I feel like your ancestors saying, just look at the golden heart underneath. Okay. Come on now. If you just keep following your heart, if you keep following your dreams, keep staying authentic to yourself, keep working on this and doing what you got to do. Okay. This is being built up. You are safe. You are secure. That is coming through so strongly with this tower. I feel like that's something that your guides, your signs that you're getting, this is what this is saying to you. You are secure. Okay? You're going to continue to be secure. Look, you cannot make it up. Bottom of the deck, we got wealth. Okay? Viral growth, ancestral wealth, old money coming in. Okay? Let the coin fall. That's the energy that's coming through. So just keep that in mind, right? You are going to get there. That's what the signs are telling you. You are meant to be wealthy. You are meant to be abundant. Some of you guys are meant to be really wealthy, and you might be a little bit older in your life, right? And so you're like, my time is over. My time is done. There's no way. You don't know what could happen. That's a beautiful and scary thing about life, is things can change in an instant. You know, things can come in your life that you just never expected. And so you have to be open, you know, don't like put a glass ceiling above yourself and say, well, because I'm in my 40s, because I'm in my 50s or whatever, this is all I can achieve. Or because I'm in my 20s, this is all I can achieve. You can achieve a lot more than maybe what you think you can. Okay. So you have a very strong tower that's going to be built, and it's going to be abundant, and it's going to give you wealth. It's going to give you a lot of growth. And this is also for the generations to come, right? Legacy is not just us. In fact, a lot of times our legacy that we're building isn't even going to impact us. It's for the future generations. It's for our children, our children's children, or if we don't have children, it's for the world, our community. Okay? Sometimes our legacy is for what's for the future, for what's to come. And I feel like that's something too that you're building. I feel like your ancestors, I don't know why I said ancestors, but they came through. This is just the signs, but that's what the signs are telling you. Your ancestors could be telling you that. Your ancestors could give you a lot of signs. You are building wealth for the generations to come, or for the world. Okay. You're building legacy for other people right now, as well as yourself. Okay. Let's get one more. What are the signs telling, Gemini gang? What are the signs telling Gemini gang, please? What are they telling them? We have the mice. Okay, Discord among family and friends. Some of you guys might be on Discord, that app. Some of y'all might got in a fight on Discord. There could even be a message on Discord. I don't know, that's for somebody. It says you may be pulled into family drama, lack of leadership, okay? Parrot, someone will gossip about all your secrets. A telephone game, bird bitches, false friends. We literally saw this card in the December preview, okay? So the signs could be telling you that there's some two-faced people around you. Signs could be telling you that somebody maybe wants to pull you into their drama. Okay, and I feel like you already know about that. This is a very specific message for what I'm about to say. Biracial energy. Either you're biracial, somebody's biracial, your family. Maybe the families don't get along, or there's a clashing that's going on, or there's different traditions, different things happening. I don't know. There's something here with that for somebody, though. So I'm looking at this white mouse, this brown mouse, and then this white and brown mouse. Okay, so there could be something like that that's happening for somebody. There could even be something where maybe you want to be with somebody who is a different color, and maybe your family like, is this what my grandchildren gonna look like? I don't know. And maybe that's something you need to check somebody on. Okay. There's a way to check somebody with love. Like I said, you don't have to go out here calling your mama an idiot and all that. I would never, right? But you don't have to do that. But there's an energy here of like being like, look, that's really not your concern because you're going to love your grandchild regardless, right? And if not, then let me know because we don't got to come around. At least that's how I would handle it. But everybody handles things a little bit differently because you ain't going to talk about my child like that. Okay? I don't care who you are. I don't care if I'm your child, right? You're not going to talk about my children like that. So there could be something like that going on here where somebody's kind of like worried about if you do get with somebody of a different color, or maybe that's just what they expect. They expect you to be with somebody of the same race. I don't know, guys. I don't know why that's coming through but so strongly, but it is. And it's for somebody. It could even be different religions, different cultures, different, like, you know, maybe body types, right? Maybe you like them a little thick and your family expects you to like them a little thin. I don't know. I don't know why it matters. They're not the ones that got to cuddle up with that in the middle of the night. So why do they care? I don't know why people care about people's lives like this, but this is coming through. Okay, so just keep that in mind. With the parrot, there might be gossip or there might be something about what you're choosing to do and it's causing issues among the family. Maybe you want to move. You know, maybe this doesn't have to do with anybody else. Maybe there's just this energy of like, I want to move or I want to, you know, go and do this for a career or for a job or something here, right? Look, great passion. Yeah, something that you're passionate about. That's what people are upset about, okay? Something that you're going to be passionate about, they're going to be like, why? Look, the well, okay? My favorite card in the deck. Great worry over nothing. Overstressing. It's going to turn out amazing. Guys, there's no need to stress here when it comes to something. Something is going to turn out amazing. Something is going to be balanced. The scales are going to work in your favor. Let's start clarifying. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify this ink pot. Problems to be resolved. What is the problem that needs to be resolved here? Okay, we have justice. Well, obviously you need a fair outcome or you need balance when it comes to something, right? With the Emperor on the bottom of the deck, maybe you need to stand in your own personal power when it comes to something. Maybe that's what the signs are telling you. Like you can believe in yourself more. You can stand up to something more, okay? Or justice is going to come in a situation. Perhaps there's this feeling here of like, feeling like maybe you got the short end of the stick or you're not being understood or you're not being heard or something wasn't fair, right? This could be something with a legal situation. It could be something with a contract as well. It could be for some of you guys something with your family, your dad, maybe an inheritance for some of you guys or a grandfather. This could also be a divine masculine perhaps. Maybe justice is going to be coming to you. Maybe you need justice in regards to a divine masculine. I mean, please take it as it resonates, guys, okay? Always. But there's something here where it feels like you're taking control of a situation in your own personal power with the Emperor energy. And this is bringing balance and justice to you, right? That's what's coming through here. Very, very strongly. So maybe there's been a misunderstanding in paperwork or something like that as well. Like the Emperor wanted to come back out, guys. Yeah, there could be something where maybe somebody is very stubborn. Somebody is very defensive here with the Seven of Wands. I get the energy of somebody not being willing to hear you out or being willing to see your point of view, or there's somebody who maybe is trying to strong arm you or something like that in a situation. This could even be with your boss, okay, with the Emperor, especially if they're an Aries or a Libra, they're older. Somebody who's got gray, white hair, because both of these characters have gray, white hair. There could be something where maybe somebody feels like they know more because they're older. God, my nose is itching, man. There could be something like that happening where somebody feels like they know more because they're older or something. Also, when I look in the background, the shadow that's behind, I mean, it's obviously the chair because we see her head there, but it looks a little like, I don't know, a little dark, okay? A little strange. So maybe somebody is trying to use the justice system in their favor. Like maybe somebody's trying to forge documents, or maybe somebody is trying to, I don't know, bring false evidence to court. Like maybe you're going through some kind of custody hearing or something here. I mean, it's going to be different for everybody. So many of you guys that watch, it could be literally anything. Maybe somebody's trying to falsify something, like you're trying to get your deposit back after your lease and they went and spilled grape juice on the carpet that wasn't there. You know, do your due diligence, right? Take pictures. Make sure that you have your evidence that that house was left in perfect condition. You know, there's something here with that. Because since this is easily resolved, it feels like you are going to get justice. Like it feels like it is going to be okay. Karma is going to show up swiftly in this situation, whatever this is talking about for you guys. But it does feel like maybe there is some stress here at first of like, well, you know, how do I resolve this, or how do I fix this, or something like that, okay? So take it as it resonates, guys. If there's been any kind of weird third-party situation whether you're a male or a female, I feel like justice is going to be served. Like there could be something where somebody walks right into their karma, right? Somebody could choose somebody else or something thinking that that's so much better for them. And then bam, they walk right into their karma. It's like, there's something here where it's like, it's an easy fix. You don't really need to stress. That's the message that's coming through. So the signs are telling you that. Whatever this is talking about, like, you can feel free to take your personal power back. You do not need to stress about this. Yeah, because I feel like you're feeling really burdened by this, whatever this is, because possibly you don't know what's going to happen in this situation. There's confusion or there's indecision here with the Two of Swords. This could be also a sign that some of y'all might just need to let these wands fall. If it's that stressful, if it's that burdensome, you know, if it's causing that much problem in your life, maybe you just need to let the wands fall and see how it all lays, you know? Sometimes that is the best thing to do. It's just let go, you know? So there could be something like that going on. I don't know why I'm picking this up, y'all. I do not know why I'm picking this up. We must got somebody new here in the collective, because there is this energy of somebody who do not want to let go of a masculine energy that is so enthralled in third parties. That is not the Gemini I know. So like I said, that might be somebody new that's joining the ranks, and I'm just going to let you know really quickly. Rejection is protection. If somebody feels like they want to put their energy into somebody else, let them. Let people have what they want sometimes. Okay? That's how we handle it. So I don't know, but that's for somebody here. Anyways, let's move on from that. What is this cup? You should accept valid criticism. You should accept valid criticism. What is that saying here for the signs for Gemini gang? What is this? You should accept valid criticism. What is that saying for the signs? We have the Chariot energy. That's Cancerian energy coming out here. And then we have the Six of Swords. Yeah. I feel like maybe for some of you guys, whatever you say, it has weight to it. Okay. So you could be somebody who like leads a team or leads a community, right? Or you could be somebody who it's like, whatever you say, it carries weight and it impacts people. Okay, so there's a way, again, this is feeling like strongly with the Six of Swords, like communication or how you say something. Okay. Also, some of you guys could be at a crossroads here. You could be like, you know, at this point in your life where you're like, I don't really know whether I go this way or I go that way. So somebody gives you advice and maybe it's like you might take it a little bit personally, or you might take it as a personal attack or something like that. There's a need to accept that. Valid criticism, right? The raw truth that's coming out, because the raw truth could be somebody else's perspective, you know? Like sometimes we can't see things as clearly as other people can see them from the outside, right? Like that's just the way it goes. So that's one of the things like I tell my clients and stuff when they're like, well, I just don't know what to do about this situation with this man/woman. I just don't know. Well, what would you tell your son or your daughter to do? What would you tell your sister or your brother to do? What would you tell your best friend to do? Right? And that's your advice. Because it's harder sometimes to prioritize ourselves or see our own worth or value in a situation like it is another person. So that we care about, that we love, right? You don't want to see people that you love and that you care about suffering. But sometimes we'll let ourselves suffer. So sometimes it's like if you don't know what way to go or you don't know what choice to make, maybe there's an energy here of what advice would you give to somebody else? And that's the advice you need to take. Because there is something about letting go here or moving forward with the Six of Swords, you know, for sure. Yeah, there could be for somebody you're being, maybe the advice here, you've been told a while to let go of a marriage or let go of a married person. That is not for everybody, but that is for somebody. A Hierophant's marriage card. This is the sneaky motherfucker. This is somebody who avoids you or makes you feel rejected. And this is manipulation, right? This is like the energy of somebody who shows up when they want something or they need something or tells you all the right things to keep you hooked, but their actions definitely show you that that's not how they feel. It's like, you know, there's somebody who possibly is dealing with somebody who wants their cake and to eat it too. I don't know, guys. I know we don't get messages. Like I said, there must be somebody new or this is just something that somebody's dealing with. But there's something here in regards to that. Now, if this is not a marriage, this could be a commitment. This could be a job. This could be something that you've been very committed to. It's like there could be things that have happened that have shown you this is not the place you need to be. You need to accept whatever criticism this is because it's not meant to hurt you. I feel like whatever this is, it's meant to kind of wake you up a little bit and help pull you out of this. That's for somebody. Or maybe that's what you're doing for somebody. Maybe you're pulling somebody out of it. Okay, and it's like, should I sell them? Should I tell them that this person's up to no good? King of Wands. Okay, should I tell them that this person is not like good enough for them or good for them, right? Empress. I don't know, y'all. There's something there with that. Ace of Wands, somebody wants somebody for sex or something. There's something there with that. We're going to leave that alone, and you guys take that as it resonates. What is this message that's coming in, this news that's on the way? Because, damn. Messages have been, last couple days, messages have been wild around here. What is going on, Gemini? Okay. Damn. What is this bird flying here? What is this bird flying in? From a distance. Okay. We have the King of Swords to the Queen of Cups. Somebody want to send somebody a message. They've had a change of perspective, possibly about the choices that they've made or the choices that they need to make. This could be anybody. Let's see. What is this message going to be about? What is this information? It's the truth, whatever it is. What is this information about that's coming through? Seven of Swords. Sorry, guys. I'm scratching my nose. So this could be something here where for somebody, okay? Because it feels like for somebody. This could be something where information is going to come out about somebody. You're going to get the truth about somebody, and the truth might not feel that great. And maybe that's what the signs have been telling you, right? The signs have been telling you something about somebody, and now we're going to actually see the truth of the situation. That is for a small group of you. And again, I'm not telling you something you don't already know. This kind of message is a very confirming message. You should already know exactly what I'm talking about, exactly who I'm talking about. And you're sitting there nodding, going, yep, I already kind of knew that. That's what this kind of message is. So I'm not giving you information that you're not already aware of, Gemini. We're just confirming that this is what the signs have been telling you. There's somebody around you that possibly is sneaky, somebody that possibly is a liar, possibly manipulates things. This could be anybody. It doesn't have to be a lover. This could be a boss. It could be a friend. It could be a coworker, okay? It could be a family member. But somebody likes to twist the truth around, or they like to twist their words around, okay? Page of Wands, this could be somebody who's very spontaneous, very impulsive. They don't think before they speak. They just jump, you know? This is the type of person that will jump into something and be all passionate and get you all built up thinking this is going to be something real, and then they don't even really know what they want. And then the next thing that looks exciting that floats by them, they're going to be like, well, bye, right? Leave you in this tower feeling heartbroken. Like, well, what the hell? You might just be discovering a truth because the signs have been telling you that's how this person is. They're unreliable. They're immature. They're not serious. They don't take things seriously. They don't take themselves seriously. They don't take you seriously. And there could be something where it's like this news that's coming in could tell you about that. Now, for a very small, and I mean a very small amount of you, this is like, you know, the holy grail of accountability coming through, which is not something that happens all the time. And y'all know that just as well as I do. People would much rather deflect and dismiss and avoid and ghost than actually be real in this bitch, okay? So this is for a very small amount of you. This could be somebody coming in and telling you this. Being straight up, honest, real. Yes, I was not serious. I was not taking this serious. I was playing games. I was impulsive. I thought other things were more important, more special. I led you on. Like, this could be somebody who wants to be real and just wants to be honest and open and tell you. Okay? What you do with that is on you, of course. That's not what this reading is. This is just what the signs have been telling you. But I feel like there's going to be information that comes out that tells you, for the majority of you, that this is what this situation was, you know, because you might see somebody, you might literally be sitting back watching somebody and seeing that they do this to other people. Like, you might see them at their job or in the community. Like, if you're able to see this person every day, say you work with them or something like that, you're like, oh wow, they're doing the same thing to this one that they did to me. This must be their game. This must be how they are, you know? Or for some of you guys, there could be somebody like an informant, because the Seven of Swords can be an informant sometimes. Somebody who sneaks in, gets information, and then comes back with it, right? That's why they're carrying all them swords. So there could be somebody here who comes to you with information that you didn't even ask for, and just gives you screenshots or shows you pictures and is like, I just thought you should know. You know, and I feel like whatever this is, this already confirms whatever you've been thinking. Sheesh, this is juicy, y'all. What the hell is happening, Gemini? Damn. Yes. Look, bringing this valuable information right to the Queen of Swords. I'm telling you, that is for somebody. Somebody could be coming and bringing the information right to you. But also this, in that very rare case, okay, in that very rare case, could be this person themselves coming to bring this to you. Honesty with the Knight of Pentacles. And it's taken them a long time. So this could be somebody from a long time ago that maybe you haven't even thought about in a while. This could be somebody coming forward being like, you know, I just wanted to clear the air. I just wanted to, I don't know. It's given like last rites type of energy. Y'all know how like when somebody is passing away and they'll kind of like make their confessions and they'll give their last rites and like, you know, that's kind of what it's giving. Damn, God. Jeez Louise. How's the retrograde going to end and then the readings get more intense? What's up with that? How does that work out, guys? Okay. You know what I mean? Like that's what's coming through. Yeah, somebody maybe either is going to send an impulsive message, but it's a brave one. Like they're going to face the dragon here and do what they got to do. Or this is a message about this kind of behavior, guys. I'm just saying. What is this tower here for what the signs are telling Gemini gang? Sheesh, if y'all have even made it through this far through the reading. We have the star, okay? Yeah, something is... See, it's not all bad, guys, right? Like, it's not all bad. It's not all drama. I feel like there's something here where things are really working out for you in a certain area, okay? Like, you are shining. You are making an improvement. You're really on your path or you're on your purpose, okay? And whatever this is, it's intense, and it hits every single time, or it hits the mark. It's like you're just... Whatever this information is, maybe that comes from spirit, or whatever this gift is, this talent, this energy, it's like you have really made this a part of you, and it's beautiful. Whatever you're putting into the earth here, or putting back into the world, or whatever you're dedicating yourself to, okay? Your aura could be just being seen by a lot of people right now as well. There's something very etheric about you with that star energy. There could be wish fulfillment that's coming through. I mean, you know, I don't even care, guys. We already know people are going to be upset. Who cares? Okay. But yeah, there could be something here where it's like your aura is shining. I'm hearing that song. I see your true colors shining through. Okay. Yeah. And that's why I love you. So people love you or something. Maybe you, at your job, your boss, your friends, your family, like people love you for how solid you are or how real you are. There's something here with the star of like, you know, you put your all into something. There is wish fulfillment coming through. That's double wish fulfillment, guys. 9 of Cups with the star. Double wish fulfillment. Some of y'all could see a shooting star. Maybe you make a wish upon a shooting star that happens. Maybe you throw a quarter down a well. Maybe you blow out somebody else's birthday candles. I don't know what you do, Gemini, but there is some kind of wish that's coming through in regards to your foundation here. And you're going to see that come through. Yes. Thank you, Spirit, with the 7 of Pentacles. You've been working hard on this too. Okay. You have put in the man hours or woman hours, whatever, right? You've been putting in a lot of work. You have been in maintenance energy with something and building it up right, building it up proper with the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. And your ancestors, look at them inspecting it back there. They're super happy with your results or whatever is happening here. Like, yes, Gemini, this is very positive. It feels like this tower that you're building up is something that, you know, it's going to last for the long haul because it was built up properly, right? Look, you cannot make it up because it was built up properly. As I turn the deck over, 2 of Pentacles, the Sun, 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. This is financial freedom and security that's coming through on a massive level for somebody. And it's something that you're building. This is my entrepreneur card, right? In the original tarot, she's like a falconess or a falconeer or whatever. She trains falcons. Keeper of the falcons. I don't know what they're called, but anyway, she trains falcons, and not everybody needs a falcon trainer, but when you do, it's really good to have one in your pocket, right? So there's something here where it's like, whatever you do, maybe not everybody does it, or maybe not everybody does it like you. There's something very significant about how you do something that makes you stand out. And so this is what's giving you all of this, recognition or this reward, this abundance, this growth. That's what's making that happen here. Yeah, I feel like you've been following your intuition here with the moon. You've been letting go of fears. You've been processing the unseen, you know? And maybe you always saw this for yourself, right? When we look at this, we see this little black cat looking down into the water and they see a big panther. It's like there could be something where you always saw this for yourself. And maybe people thought you were delusional or something. Like, there's no way Gemini will do that or do this. But hey, it's going to happen. Okay? Ugh. Can we like end the reading here? Okay, because that's such a positive message. Like, can we end the reading? What is this mice energy? Discord among family and friends. What is this for what the signs are telling Gemini gang? We have the Queen of Cups. You guys got a lot of people around you, right? Because we have the Emperor, we have the King of Wands, the King of Swords, the Queen of Cups. We saw the Queen of Swords at some point. There could be like, I'm getting, okay, wow, yep, Lovers. Yeah, look, I was wondering, y'all, I should have said it. I should have said it. And I know some of y'all were thinking of it. Where's the channel sponsor at? I'm telling you, okay, this person is never too far behind. Guys, I'm getting a very specific message here, okay? And this is one that we already kind of talked about when we first pulled out this card. There's somebody who feels a very strong soul connection to you, okay? And you probably feel it back. I'm sure you do, because this is what the signs have been telling you. Somebody feels very strongly connected to you. There's something about family that's keeping this apart. You probably already guessed this or knew this, like this person's family, culture, whatever, like, you know what I mean? Especially if you're somebody like me who does like readings and stuff, and it's like, I had to get over myself and come out of the whole spiritual closet and claim who I was and all that. So I know that it's difficult for other people to accept that about me as well, and to even introduce that to their families, right? Like, it's like, this is my girlfriend, the tarot reader, right? Like, I already know, okay? And then if their family want to come watch these messages, boy, like, you know... I'm sorry, y'all, because I just think about all the times I've sat back and been like, over the, like, what, 6 years I've been doing this, and been like, did you really just say that, Jessica? Like, you know what I mean? So I already know it's probably hard for people to come into my life and accept that. I'm not saying it's not impossible. I'm just saying it's hard. I feel like there's something here with that, whether this is religion, whether this is taboos, whether this is, sorry, I got paint on my finger. Whether this is, I don't know, different cultures, different races, different colors, whatever it is, there's something here with family that somebody is confused about. Like, I don't know what to do. You know, I don't know. Because I feel this divine connection to somebody, but I just don't know, right? And if he always watching from a distance, then she always being watched from a distance, right? So there's something here with that, where it's like somebody is right now kind of balls deep into their comfort zone, or to what they feel is normal for them, regular, like they're used to this. And it could be surrounding a culture, a family, a expectation, right? But they feel this strong connection. So that's just what the signs are telling you. This isn't saying this person's going to come in on a white horse and, you know, gallop off into the sunset with you. This is just saying that this is how this person is feeling, you know, like, and maybe this is why there's been a separation, or there's been silence, or there's been distance, because this person would have to explain you to other people, and that would in turn make people turn and look at them weird. So it's like, okay, so how did you meet the spiritualist? Because you're into that? Like, somebody's gonna have to, it's like, explain your presence in their life. That's how that's coming through to me. And it feels like friends or family is the one that would have a problem with this. Not them, obviously, but you know, when... And I know that I say it a lot in these readings, like, well, you know, who gives a crap what people think? And I really do mean that, okay? Like, I really do. Me personally, I really do mean, like, who gives a crap? But I know that that's not how everybody feels, and I understand that, you know? So there's something here with that. Wow. You know, yeah, the truth. The truth would have to come out, and if the truth came out, there would be accusations, or there would be questions, or there would be, like, you know? And I feel like people will be upset about that. Yeah, because somebody, you guys know this is success and recognition and all that. We already know that. But this is also somebody putting on a show, like somebody doing it for the gram. Somebody kind of like, you know, out there wearing a false mask so the crowd will cheer for them. And it's like, this could be something where it's like, you know, they worry about that. They worry about the reputation. They worry about what people would say. They worry about what people would feel. You know, maybe they worry about their job. Who knows? Maybe their job is something where it's very prolific. They're in the community eye, and maybe your job is very prolific, but in a different way, where it's like, so I don't know. It just feels like there's taboos or something related with something that the family would have a problem with. Let me ask directly, because this is what the signs have already been telling you, so you already kind of feel about that. I'm like, let me ask directly, and what do we flip it to? 5 of Swords. Say it isn't so. Right? Tell me it isn't so that my baby is into, like, I don't know, a taxidermist, or, you know, somebody who lives in a refuge or something. There's something like that going on. This could be somebody's parent or something, or parents that's upset about it. Yeah, what is their family going to think? Hierophant to the 8 of Cups. Look, this person's changed, right? With the Hangman. We don't even know this person anymore. This person's walked away from their family. This person's walking away from their marriage. This person's walking away from their tradition, from their religion. This person's walking away from every single foundational energy that they have in their life. For what? For this weirdo? I hate to be harsh, y'all, but y'all already know me. Shit, I don't gotta introduce myself. This is what I'm getting, okay? I feel like there's something here where that's what their family would think. They're throwing it all away. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. And if this is a marriage, maybe this marriage or whoever these people are, maybe they're very prominent in the community, or maybe they've been together a while. They got kids and mortgages and things like that, you know? And that's why people will be like, because I have clients coming to me like, I don't understand why they're staying. And they're staying because they have mortgages. They're staying because they have kids. They're staying because they have expectations, you know? And I know, because I have that big old soft heart too. Like, you should just follow your heart. You should just follow your feelings. Well, that's not real life. Sometimes people don't follow their feelings. Sometimes they follow the expectations and the pressures that I put on their shoulders instead. That's just the way life is sometimes. Doesn't mean it can't be different, but, you know, that would take this person deciding that they don't care what their family thinks. Their family will get over it. Or if their family actually got to know this Queen of Cups, they'd like her or him. But since they want to sit back and judge, well, that's their loss, right? If this person decides to step into that, okay. But I just feel like this is what Spirit's telling you. This is what the signs are telling you. This is why something is the way that it is, okay? Sheesh. All right, let's get some, geez, Louise. Let's get some advice and additional messages. The reading's just been like, wow. But I'm going to roll with it, because I've been asked by Spirit to please remove the filter if necessary, okay? We have confidence, okay? So maybe that's something here. You need to believe in yourself, Gemini. You know, take your power back in a situation. We have space. I feel like this space is giving like almost like the Matrix loading room for me. It's kind of giving the energy of like you can create whatever you want in a space, okay? You can create whatever you want out of maybe a blank canvas or something like that. Maybe you need to give somebody space. Maybe somebody needs space. Maybe there has been space, or maybe space is important to you. What else do we have here? We have ghost. Yeah, I feel like somebody's anxiety has been on top, like on peak, because of somebody ghosting them and they're wondering why. I feel like that's what this message is giving you comfort in regards to. I don't know if it's giving you comfort, but I feel like Spirit's saying this is what it is, right? That's just for some of you guys. Happiness. Yeah, and I feel like there's something where it's like you can still choose to be happy, or you can find the happiness in a situation. What else do we have? Advice and additional messages for Gemini gang. Advice and additional messages. I'm going to get a different deck too, because this isn't giving me enough. And we have trust. Yeah, trust that everything's going to be okay, even if it's painful, y'all. Trust that a situation is going to be okay, that something is going to work out. I feel like we need to do some slips of paper, right? Because it's been one of those type of messages. So let's do that. Let's get some confirmation for Gemini. These messages could be in regards to this reading, or they could have nothing to do with this reading, okay? Take it as it resonates. It's just confirmational messages. And I'm not looking at what I'm grabbing out as usual, guys, okay? We're just grabbing in. We're just picking some out. I'm gonna try to get a decent amount because we have a lot of people watching. Messages for Gemini, confirmational messages, or whatever you want them to hear, whatever you want them to know, Spirit. Confirmational messages. Confirmational messages for Gemini gang. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yep, I think that's enough. But it's okay, because we're only at 28 minutes. But this is already a shorter reading. Y'all don't see how I just be breezing through the readings that are a little messy. All right. This is hard to do with these damn dragon claws I got. All right. Get me into a bunchy here. Y'all can fast forward if I'm taking too long. I highly suggest listening to me on like 1.5 sped up. It's funny as hell. Okay, so we have, she wants the D. Okay. Anyways, I crave your body. Ooh, somebody coming through with a lot of sexual energy right off the bat. We have thumb war. We have spin the block. So maybe somebody wants to come back. We have they're sorry. We have the sun. We have draw a line, and maybe that's what you guys felt like. Somebody had to draw a line here. I guess it's gonna have to be me, you know. We have don't want to meet your daddy, just want you in my caddy. So maybe that's how you guys feel. Maybe that's what the signs are telling you for some of you guys. She wants the D. I crave your body, right? Like maybe somebody just wanted sex, and maybe that's what that was. All right. We're not in Kansas anymore. We have you're meant to be a teacher. We have knock, knock. So yeah, that message coming in, I feel like there could be a message and there could be something like that happening, or maybe even somebody's going to show up at your house depending on the situation. But yeah, there is an energy here of somebody appearing or something appearing with that knock, knock. Look, you can't make it up. You can't make it up, Gemini. And look at all this. Look at all this. And I did not do repeat messages in this bowl because I wanted everything to be super confirmational. Their family won't like you. Judgmental. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for that confirmation, because that's exactly what I was picking up over here. Somebody's family will be judgmental of you. They will. Okay? And they won't like you. And it's not because they know you. It's because they're going to think that they know you, or they're going to assume, or their minds are so small, right? And they've only lived a certain amount of life. They've only seen a certain amount of things, or they grew up in a certain structure. They can't help it. People can't help it sometimes when they're conditioned. They're not even going to give you a chance. And this person knows that. And also, this person might not even want you to have to deal with that. Like, you know, like they might be like, I don't want, you know, Gemini to have their feelings hurt because they don't deserve that. Somebody knows their family or their community or something. They know. I'm not saying they should stay away from you because of that. I'm just saying that's probably why they're staying away from you. That's their path. That's their thing that they have to work out. That's probably somewhere in their spiritual contract. Nothing is an accident. So that's why we're built the way we're built. That's why we have the family we have. That's why we have the soulmate that we have. Spirit knows what it's doing. And I'm getting goosebumps. So I know this is a message for somebody. Spirit knows what it's doing. This is probably a lesson that this person needs to learn. Doing what's best for them and not worrying about other people. Because people who really love you are going to want the best for you, and not their whack-ass version of what they think the best is, but what you're telling them the best is for you, right? Because if somebody's not abusing you and somebody's not using you or whatever, and they're just different, that's not a reason not to like somebody, guys. It's 2025. It's not 1925, okay? But maybe where this person lives, it is. We have unexpected love offer. We have bluebird. We have round and round we go. We have daytime. So a message could come in during the daytime, especially with the sun energy. Yeah, something could come through when the sun is out. We have see you next lifetime. And that might just be how you feel about a situation. Well, shit, maybe you'll have more balls in the next life. Anyways, I hold back to protect you. Okay. Look, we have tarot reader. We have I Wish I Knew How to Quit You. That's from Brokeback Mountain, an excellent movie, but also a movie about taboos. Them two cowboys, they were married, you know, but they loved each other. And that's when he's like, I wish I knew how to quit you, right? Like, yeah, there's something like that going on. We have stop. We have ride or die. We have exposed. We have spice, butterfly. We have pride. We have manifest, a lot of one-word things. We have fuck all the way off, okay? We have now you're just somebody that I used to know, somebody, okay? We have signs through music. Damn, that's lining up beautifully. We have space. That's interesting. Space coming out with space. Maybe space is being given in a certain situation right now, but also space could be significant. Like maybe both of you guys like the moon, or you like space, or maybe you're both astronauts. Who even knows? I don't know who will be watching me, but there's something like that going on. We have laughter heals. We have not guilty. Ooh, with that justice energy. Somebody's going to be found not guilty. And then we have shine. Okay. Whew, Lord. Okay. That felt like that was a journey. Well, that has been your reading, okay? So I do hope that it helps, hope it resonates, hope it does something. And I'll definitely see you guys on the next one.